Alright, in this video we'll see how to do linear regression in Microsoft Excel. In the first half of this video, we'll see the basic concepts behind linear regression. But if you are already comfortable with the concepts, please feel free to skip ahead and start from the second half where we see how to actually do it in Microsoft Excel. Alright, in linear regression, our goal is to come up with a linear estimated relationship between variables. For example, suppose we have two variables x and y, and in this data set we have the values of x and y for past 3 years, and we have plotted these values into this scatter plot where in the x-axis we plotted the values of x variable and the variable y is plotted in the y-axis. And in doing so, we have these 3 points in the graph. Now, with linear regression, we want to come up with a line, a straight line, or the equation of that straight line that best fits this data set. For now, let's assume that the line that best fits this data set is this. Alright, now why do we need this line? We need this line basically to estimate the value of y when we have a value for x. For example, let's say we want to know what is the value of y when the value of x is 6. Now in our data set we don't have any value for 6 so that we can figure out what is the value of y. But if we assume that this line is any good, then we can use the line. And to do that, we simply find the point where the value of x is 6, and then we find the corresponding point for y with that point. So when x is 6, y is most probably something like 17. Alright, now the question is, what do we mean by best fit line? To see that, let's say these 3 graphs. Let's draw 3 lines. Let's say this is our first line. This is the second one, and this is the final one. Alright, now we need to figure out what was the line that best fitted the data set. Without really doing anything, I'm sure you can see that this line is really stupid. There is no way this line represents this data set. But what is the underlying rationale behind this? The rationale is the best fit line has the lowest average error. For example, if this line were perfect, this dot would have been on the line, like somewhere around here, but it's not. The line isn't perfect and the dot isn't on the line, so we have some error here. Let's say this line, or the length of this line, represents the error. Again, we have some error here and also here. Now if we try to find out the same sort of errors with this line, you will be amazed how stupid this line is. So this is the error here, this is the error here, and this is the error here. As you can see, definitely this line is way better than this line. Now what about this line? Well, this one is better than this one, but definitely this one is the winner here. Now is this the best line? Can we get any better? As it turns out, yes, we can. Now to get to the best line, what you can do, you can do some calculations. There are some nice formulas for simple linear regressions. This is from Wikipedia. Or you can forget about all these notations and formulas and simply use the Excel. And this is exactly what we are going to do next. Alright, now suppose this is our data set. So we want to do the linear regression on this data. Now to do that, the first thing that we'll do is that we'll create a scatter plot. Select any cell, and from the insert tab click on this option, and from here select the first one. For now this is a blank canvas because it doesn't know where is our data set in the Excel. We need to tell it, and the way to do it is right click on this and click on the select data option, and from here just add the data. Now we don't need to put anything here for now, so keep the series name option blank. The values for the X variable is here, so select these cells, then clear this, and the values for Y variable is here, so select these cells here and press OK. Alright, now we have the scatter plot for this data set. Now to add the linear regression line, simply click on this plus button, and from the trend line select the first one. Alright, so now we have a line. This is the linear regression line from this data set. Now we want to know what is the equation for this line. This is a straight line, right? So this straight line should have equation something like this: y is equal to b plus mx, where b is the y-intercept and m is the slope of the line. Now to get this line, now to get this equation for the line, we need to use Excel's data analysis function. So from the data tab, click on this data analysis option, and from the drop down menu click on the regression option and then press OK. Alright, now again we need to specify the cells where our data is, and for the Y variable the values are here, so select all these cells, and for the X variable the values are here, and you can leave everything else as default and press OK. Now what we have here, this is the output for the linear regression that we are currently doing. Alright, to be honest, this is just too much information. This is a stupid amount of information. There are so many things going on here, and to get our equation we only need to know the values of these two cells, and the rest we can ignore for now. But said that, these are also some of the amazing information. You can do so much with this output, but we are not going to get into the details here. What I'll rather do, I will link a video in the description box below. This video is made by, I believe, zedstatistics. Yeah, zedstatistics, and this is a really well made video. It's about 30 minutes long, but if you can go through that, you'll know everything that is here. Alright, now to get our equation is something like y is equal to b plus mx. Now our b value is the intercept, or 12.651222. Let's round it to 4 digit, so 6516512, plus our slope for x variable is 1.6368. So 1.6368x. Now this is our equation for the straight line, so let's copy it to the previous sheet. So yeah, this is the equation. Using this equation you can get any value of y for a given value of x. Alright, that is all for this video. Thanks for watching, and if you have found this video helpful, please consider giving us a like or subscribing to this channel. It really helps us out. Alright, see you in the next one.